I've been living in Japan for 3 years now, and I have learned dozens of tricks and hacks that have made my life in Japan much easier. There's only one thing. I wish I knew all of this when I first got here. Well, with all the recent news that Japan will open soon, today I wanted to share with you 5 tips and hacks that I wish I knew when I first got to Japan. Whether you're a first-time visitor or a Japan travel veteran, I am sure you'll find something useful from this video. Well, enough with my rambling. Let's get this started so you can see for yourself. Number 1. You can ship a ton of souvenirs directly to your doorstep. I am sure almost all of us have been in this situation. You want to buy all these nice souvenirs, but then you think to yourself, should I buy this? Will it even fit in my suitcase for the flight home? Well, if you use Japan Post, that will never cross your mind again. Japan's national postage service, Japan Post, can send packages worldwide and even directly to your home. What's even better, Japan Post can send packages that weigh up to 30 kilograms or 66 pounds. It's also a super simple and relatively cheap process. Just stuff your box with what you want, choose your preferred shipping method, create the label online, then take it to the closest Japan Post office. And just like that, you can practically take your entire vacation back with you, except maybe a snowboard. Number 2, the best ATM to use with the lowest fee. Despite most of the world going digital and using credit cards, Japan still relies heavily on cash. But don't worry, Japan's 3 main convenience stores, Family Mart, Lawson, and 7-Eleven, all have ATMs where you can pull out yen no problem. While you might already know that, you know which one has the lowest fees to get money from? Well, I took out 10,000 yen from each ATM to get the answer. And here's what I got. Each ATM charges a fee for conducting an international transaction. 7-Eleven and Lawson only charge 110 yen, but Family Mart charged me 220. So Family Mart already takes last place for that. Next, I looked into my bank statements to get an exchange rate. Both Lawson and 7-Eleven had the same exchange rate. However, I've had a few instances where Lawson rejected my ATM card because it wasn't Japanese. With 7-Eleven, I've never had that issue because 7-Eleven is compatible with almost every card. So, with that being said, 7-Eleven takes first place. When you travel to Japan, remember this tip so you can save yourself both time and money. Number 3. Using Japan's free coin exchange. Speaking of money, remember how I said Japan likes to use cash? Well, with all this cash comes a lot of coins too. And let me tell you, if you're new to Japan, you don't just want to toss these coins to the side. But on the other hand, see what I did there? These coins can really weigh you down and get heavy really fast. Well, don't worry because I've learned a little trick for that. In many convenience stores, they're now using a self-checkout system where you can pay by yourself and put your cash in a machine. And here's the thing, that machine will give you change in the most efficient way possible. So here's what you do. If you have a stockpile of coins and see one of those machines, when you go to check out, take all your coins and dump them into the machine. It'll give your change back in the least amount of coins possible. If you have enough coins, it'll even give your change back in bills. Think of it as your own mini coin exchange that will do the math for you and make your pockets lighter. Number 4, the Suica card and its many uses. This goes without saying, but Japan's train system is one of the best in the world. In order to use it though, you need to have a Suica or IC card. And this process can get confusing fast, especially if you don't know which machine to use. Don't worry though, I've got your back. In a typical Japan train station, they will have 3 different types of machines. One that charges cards, which is only useful if you have a card. One that issues physical train tickets. 95% of the time, you're better off just getting an IC card though. And then finally, machines that issue you a brand new card. All you have to do is select the option for the new IC card, select the amount of money you want to charge on the card, and that's it. This card is super practical because not only can you use it on train stations, you can use it on almost any vending machine, and you can even use it in convenience stores. This card can be super useful, especially if you don't want to get a ton of change back for making a small purchase, or if you just want to save time and not pull out your cash. And number 5, Japanese restaurants and sign language. Japan has some of the best food and restaurant service I've ever experienced. However, if you don't know Japanese, it can easily become a daunting and awkward task just to get a seat. Well, with some simple sign language, you can make the process a lot less painful. When you enter a restaurant, the attendant will always ask how many people you have in your group. To respond, all you have to do is just show your fingers of how many people are in your group. The next question they'll ask is either a counter or table. For this, all you have to do is point at either one. Same goes for the menu. Just simply point at the picture or item, and they'll understand what you want. Lastly, when it's time to check out, you can say, "Okaike kudasai," or put your fingers together like this to show you're ready to close out the check. And don't worry, they won't get offended by just using fingers. I do this almost every day. I have a lot more Japan tips and tricks that I want to show you, but I can't do it all in one video. So if you want to learn more tips and Japan as you prepare your own trip to come here, subscribe to this channel and I'll teach you everything I know. Also, don't forget to like the video so we can share this information with everyone else coming to Japan. Alright, that's gonna do it, and until next time, I'll see you then.